Hello viewers, today we will discuss about the factors responsible or variables of metamorphism along with zone, grade and phases of metamorphism. We have already discussed the metamorphism and type of metamorphism. Now let us see why the metamorphism is important, why the studies of metamorphism is important. Particularly, if suppose we see the evolution of the crust along with what are the changes particularly occur during orogeny, crustal evolution, etc., we can see the metamorphism is an important factor, and other branches are also directly or indirectly related to metamorphism. Say for example, structural geology is directly related with your metamorphism, and normally we can see always the metamorphism and deformation coexist. Now let us see the second important thing is your geochronology or isotope geology. Particularly, these two are also important and related with your metamorphism, because if thermal metamorphism or regional metamorphism, then normally these are resets, especially for radiometric datings. Particularly, if suppose we will see the economic point of view, then metamorphism is also related with your economic deposits. Similarly, structure, petrology, geochronology, geochemistry, along with phase spectrology, minerals, mineralogy, all are related to metamorphic petrology, and very important is your economic geology. In this way, the metamorphism is a very important branch of geology which are directly or indirectly related to all other branches. Now let us take the grade of metamorphism and zone of metamorphism and phases of metamorphism. Particularly, the grade of metamorphism. If suppose we will see the grade of metamorphism, it means the two important factors or variables are important, particularly in grade of metamorphism. It may be low grade or high grade, where the pressure as well as temperature both are important. In case of low grade metamorphism, pressure or temperature must be lower than high grade metamorphism. If suppose, let us see the example of Green's phases. In Green's phases, the temperature pressure is lower as compared to amphibolite phases. So in this way, the grade of metamorphism vary with pressure and temperature. Now let us see the zone of metamorphism. Particularly, the zone of metamorphism means what are the index minerals present as per the Barrovian zones or as per the Barrow. If suppose we will see the index minerals, they are normally the chlorite, biotite, garnet, sterlite, kyanite and sillimanite. If suppose on the basis of index minerals, in case of green schist, we can divide the green schist phases into three zones, and every zone is based on one important index minerals. Say for examples, the chlorite zone, biotite zone and element in garnet zone. So in this way, the zone is also important, particularly on the presence and absence of index minerals. Now let us see the metamorphic phases. Why the metamorphic phases are important? This part we will discuss later in our next lectures, but I would like to give you some idea, particularly the metamorphic phases. Metamorphic phases means whatever rock types present, particularly in any area, they must be affected with the same PT range, although their parent rocks may be different. Now look at, in the case of greenschist phases, now see the peltic assemblages, basic assemblages, calcareous assemblages, as well as the ultramafic assemblages. All the 4 assemblages are from different source, but whatever mineral present in these phases, they are in equilibrium with same PT conditions and belong to same phases, and that is the greenschist phases, chloride zone of greenschist phases. So in this way, the zone, grade and phases is important to understand the metamorphic petrology. Now look at what are the variables or factors responsible for the metamorphism. The important factors are pressure, temperature, fluid pressures, phygosity and compositions. These are the important factors particularly for the metamorphism. They are the responsible for the metamorphism. Now let us take the first case, that is pressure. Why the pressure is important and how the pressure affect during metamorphism. If suppose we will divide the pressure, it may be a uniform pressure or directional or deformational pressure. Particularly in case of uniform pressure, now look at on the screen and see the sketches. In uniform pressure, it means the pressure from every side is almost same. During this, there must be no structural change, and whatever changes, that is only due to load pressure. Particularly in directional or diametric metamorphism, pressure is important. In directional pressure, all the 3 directions pressure must be different. If suppose we will see as compared to total pressure, the total pressure means P load plus P fluid. P load is equal to whatever rock column is or whatever load pressure is there, along with the pore space. Whatever fluid is present in pore space, they can also exert the pressures. The total pressure means the load pressure plus fluid pressure equal to total pressures. In one way, we can say the pressure is very important factors during metamorphism. Now let us see, particularly in case of burial metamorphism. In burial metamorphism, where the load pressure is important, and in this case pressure is uniform. That is why during burial metamorphism only new set of minerals are formed, and normally there is no structural change. It means there is no directional or dielectric pressure. In case of regional metamorphism, which occur normally in orogenic belt, particularly in this case, the directional pressure is important, and during directional pressure, the platy minerals or flaky minerals are normally oriented towards perpendicular to least pressure. Now look at on the screen and see how the grains are changed during directional pressures. And whatever structures changes occur during regional dynamo-thermal metamorphism is mainly due to directional pressure. In this way, we can say, particularly if any orogenic belt, if fold is there, and duplication of fold means doubling of folds or crustal is another factor to increase the pressure. In this way, the pressure is important, particularly for metamorphism. Now, second important variables of metamorphism is a temperature, and particularly temperature is a very important factor for metamorphism. Let us see what is the minimum temperature, particularly for metamorphism. We know already that diagenesis normally occur below 200 degrees centigrade. And in diagenesis, only recrystallization of minerals take place, and when temperature more than 200 degrees centigrade, diagenesis merge into metamorphism. So we can decide or fix the temperature nearly 200 degrees centigrade or above 200 degrees centigrade is the beginning of metamorphism. Particularly, see how the temperature vary from diagenesis up to the partial melting phenomena where the rock melt, and that is the line where the metamorphism change into igneous process. So normally the temperature nearly 1000 to 1100 degrees centigrade nearly is the upper limit for metamorphism. What are the factors, particularly how the temperature vary? One important factor is the geothermal gradients. Another important factors for raise of temperature is your radioactive decay, and third important is your mantle convection current. These are the important factors which are responsible for the change of temperature during metamorphism. Pressure temperature diagram showing the general reason for metamorphism for the crust. For reference, the wet and dry melting curves for granite and basalt are also shown. Now you can see on the diagrams, see the subduction zone, continental orogenic belt, Iceland arc, oceanic ridges, and contact areoles. Here both pressure as well as temperature along with the depth are shown. Now let us take the third important factors, particularly for metamorphism, that is your fluid pressure. Now see how the fluid pressure is important during metamorphism. Normally the fluids are present as a gas or water vapor. Normally, if you will see the minerals which are having OH groups, these are mainly amphiboles and mica group of minerals. Particularly in pore space, the oxygens, hydrogen, sulfur, H2O, CH4, CO2, CO, etc. are present. They also play an important role as a fluid pressure. We have already discussed during the pressure effect of metamorphism where P total is equal to P load plus P fluids. So these fluids normally play an important role during metamorphism because they exert the fluid migration as well as pressure effect. So in this way, the fluid pressure is also important factors during metamorphism. Now last important factor is the composition, because composition is important in the sense because whatever metamorphic rocks are formed are normally based on compositions, because if we will see the pressure, temperature and composition, these three are important factors during metamorphism. If pre-existing rocks change into metamorphic rocks, so their composition as well as the new set of pressure and temperature, new set of minerals along with a structural change is important. Now let us see how the variations occur with a different chemistry point of view. Now look at on the screen and see the composition particularly for peltic rocks. Let us take the ACA diagram of green schist facies, where we can observe the pyrophyllite, epidote, chlorite along with chloritoid they are the important assemblages particularly for peltic rocks. In peltic rocks, iron, magnesium along with Al2O3, FeO, Fe2O3, K2O, Na2O are the important materials along with SiO2. If these are present, then the different minerals form from zeolite to green schist are possible. Now let us see the systems particularly for this. The dominant is your SiO2, Al2O3, CO, K2O, Na2O plus water along with FeO, MgO and MnO, while in this case the TiO2 is less in amount. Let us see how the variation occur. If suppose we will take the biotite case, how the biotite variations right from green schist up to granolites, the TiO2 normally increase. Now see, let us take the case of quartzite. For the formation of quartzite, the parent rock must have quartz in sufficient amount. Like quartz arenites, if metamorphosed, in which the mainly quartz is there, 90%, then the quartzite are formed. Particularly for the calcareous assemblages. In calcareous assemblages, the CaCO3 along with MgCO3 plus little bit amount of your alumina along with SiO2. So these source means the rock which contain CaCO3, MgCO3 is an important source for calcareous metamorphism, because like limestone or dolomite can give rise to a marble in which normally calcium silicate is there, which change into calcite, which is your marble. In case of ultramafic and basic assemblages, now let us take the ultramafic case, particularly in ultramafic rock. As per the diagrams, the F corner is important, and particularly in this case, the FeO, MgO, MnO are more as compared to calcium along with Al2O3, and particularly in ultramafic component, the FeO and MgO are more important. Mafic minerals are more important. Similarly, in case of basic assemblages, in that case, the FeO, MgO along with CaO plus Al2O3, K2O, Na2O along with silica are important source material for basic assemblages. So these are the important things. Now let us take another case, the quartzo-feldspathic assemblages. Particularly in quartzo-feldspathic assemblages, we can see, now let us take the case of AKF diagram and see the important assemblages. As per this diagram is your muscovite, biotite, microcline along with albite and quartz. The source rock may be a granite or a nacreous rock with mica. Particularly if mica granite or biotite granite, it means the K2O, Na2O, Al2O3 along with silica is an important material with a less amount of FeO and MgO. In this way, the composition is a very important during metamorphism. Today we have discussed about the zone, grade and phases of metamorphism along with variables of metamorphism. The important variables are pressure, temperature, fluid pressure and compositions. In case of pressure, we have divided into two types like uniform pressure and directional pressures or dielectric pressures. Particularly in case of temperatures, temperature we can raise by three important matters like geothermal gradients, Mantle convection current and radioactivity decay. In case of fluid pressures, whatever pore space are there present in rocks as well as OH molecules present in minerals like amphiboles and mica groups can also play an important role during metamorphism, because metamorphism is a process where normally water is released if suppose we will move from low to higher grade. So in this way we can say how these three factors are important, particularly during metamorphism. In my next lectures we will discuss something about metamorphic phases, phases classification, isoreaction guard, etc. I will conclude my lecture here. It's time to say goodbye to all of you. Thank you very much.